Om Namah Shivaya. I am Professor rudramohapatra, an astrologer stationed at Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Today, I will say you something about astrological remedies. Before I start, let me say a few words which I always say in all of my videos. I never planned or rehearsal any video before making it. So you may find that, or I do not know how much time this video will take me to complete. So I may also taking little bit pause in between, maybe to think what to say. But the main purpose is to inform. The main purpose is to inform you about few of facts and myths regarding astrology. And also I am saying you that watching me or any YouTube videos is one form of knowledge. It is one section of gaining information. Others are primarily reading. If you read books, automatically your own research will take place. So never reach conclusion after listening to me. Please go for your self study, self reading, self practice. Then only you can reach the right conclusion. If you listen of five or six people from the YouTube or some other sources, you may not reach to a very pertinent conclusion. The reason behind that, this is only one form of knowledge. Like to know something completely, you need all of them. So anyway, so let's start today's topic. It's about astrological remedies, or we call upaya. Now I also specifically observing there are shorts coming in YouTube, and people are saying if this problem is happening, so you do this remedy. My dear all, let me say you, this is not astrology. I am repeating, this is not astrology. We are known as Jyotishacharya, not Upayacharya. For example, if you are suffering from fever, you are going to the chemist asking for some medicine. He will give, take paracetamol, take this antibiotic, but he will not ask you for this test to see what actually the disease is because he's not a doctor. Why I am saying this? Remedies without looking into the chart. I am repeating, remedies without looking into the chart carefully should never be prescribed, and there is nothing called general remedy. Sure. Fortunately, in our culture, we had many worships, pujas like that, which are kind of general remedies too. If you do fasting on these days, do these chantings, do this kind of visit this kind of temple, then certain things will happen. Those are uh, intrinsically imbibed in our culture. But if you are saying of any remedies, like you wear this gemstone, marriage will happen. If you are giving the gemstone on perspective of the seventh lord varies from Mr. X to Mr. Y to Miss Z. Remedies should never be directly prescribed, nor should directly be performed. Remedy must vary. The same kind of horoscope, remedy will vary. And why there are many remedies in horoscope, in astrology, you see. Many people are saying many things, you do this, do that. Precisely, There are no strict books for remedies. If you read the Bruhat Parasara Horasatra, it is all about this puja and worship kind of things. Later on, little bit gemstones are mentioned. Rudraksh are not mentioned anywhere where I am specialized, known as Rudraksh Jyotish, because my interest in Rudraksh actually nurtured my uh, personality towards astrology, and that was out in my interview in the Express Star Teller. You can find the same in my website www.rudrakshjyotish.in. But I must say that Rudraksh remedies are not also in classics. As it is not in classics, so we have come up with many remedies which we see are working. Now the counter question you will have, sir, if only written in books, shall we go for it or something is happening, we should go for it. Actually, something should have some mention and it should happen. Both should be there. I should not say something out of my own that you do this remedy and this will happen. No. We have so many scriptures, so somewhere it should be mentioned. You can little bit no, give some acceleration as per your knowledge and then prescribe the remedy. So, but no remedy should be prescribed without looking into the chart. Neither any of you should do any remedy just by listening to a person who is saying that you do this or do that. Well, those are giving Vastu remedies. I am not saying anything, any word on that because I have zero knowledge on that discipline except the Hindu astrology. I don't poke my nose anywhere else. So, let me tell you Western astrology, basically into fortune telling. They are not remedial astrology. They will say after 2 years you will have a child. You do these things, do that things, no. If that Western astrologers are more into like that. If I remember one of the seminar of this ISAR or International Society for Astrological Research, when I said that how you will conduct this research. No, when you don't have this adequate number of data. So that guy said you are into Hindu astrology and that is more remedial astrology, that is not for research. He said it that directly and I agreed to him. Because facts, even if they are bitter, we must agree to it. If you avoid it, then you are somewhere avoiding the truth. So anyway, now let's come to suppose there are a number of remedies, but an astrologer will look into the chart of the native, think of the problem he or she is facing, then must prescribe the remedy. Now, what does this remedy means? What does this remedy means? When these remedial measures are not meeting the expectations of the performers who are performing the remedies, they say, I did this, nothing happened. Okay, so that is the problem, and all astrologers must counsel the visitors accordingly. There should not be any false or sugar coated no, words to hide the fact. Let me give you another example. Suppose the meteorological department people they are saying tomorrow there will be rain. So what should be the remedy? Fishermen are advised not to enter sea. Other people are advised to be careful regarding their uh, travel. People, those who are in the near the riverbed area, riverside, they are taken to some other safe places. But the natural hazard that is coming, say it is heavy rain or any cyclone, cannot be stopped. But the remedies can help you for your survival. But the cyclone will anyway happen. You survive, that does not mean that your coconut tea will survive. It will anyway, be broken down by a cyclone. Why I am saying this? What is written in your prarabdha or bhagya chakra will happen. Some things are very strongly promised, some things are moderately promised, and that is what the strength of planet and placement of planet says. Very strong yoga for this and moderate yoga for this. Yoga means combination of planets. So remedies are like that. Suppose uh, I see that the person is going to have an accident, okay, or any astrologer foresee it. So what I will suggest to that person, that you go by a four-wheeler. Accident will happen. But if you are in a four-wheeler, the chances of injuries are less. But it will happen. If you are going by a two-wheeler, it is more. Whether you are a pedestrian, it might happen you will be killed. Those are the actually duty of remedies. They enable you to sustain the situations. I am repeating, remedies enable you to sustain the situation. I am repeating again, remedies enable you to sustain the situations. They are not the avatar of situations. They are not the avatar or eradicator of the situations. Sir, what I will do so that accident will not happen? No, it will happen. You might have heard the story of Takshak, how Takshak killed Parikshit. I may be wrong. Some not Parikshit, some king. So he was there in the. He tried to escape the death, but could not. I'm not taking into that extent. I'm just taking any life event. So you as a visitor to astrologer should not think that after performing any remedy, things are going to change for me. No. The beauty of life is this: your destiny is a kaleidoscope. It gives you various colors of life. Once you start enjoying it instead of fighting with it, life is beautiful for you. This is actually the beauty of life. Something closes, other thing will open. But if you still think of that, why that happened, well, that can be said by looking into horoscope. But anyway, if you are performing some remedies, that means you will stay firm in that situation. Now come to a very another practical situation. Somebody is giving you gemstones. Suppose I am also giving, why should I say somebody? I also prescribe gemstones. I have uploaded one video on gemstones also. You can see how gemstones actually works, what is their role, how they perform during the sun. What I mean to say is that person will have very lethargic life if Mangal is weak. Mangal is Yogakaraka but weak, that person will be lazy, not active. So give him or her a red coral, he will be active. So during that accident, that activity may help or that agility will add to the agility and that person may survive the accident. There will be some scratches, but not completely survival, not completely avoiding that, but till. So this happened due to that. If you are very scared, so moon is afflicted, so there is a mental, and you are chanting some mantra, then it is helping you, that remedy is helping you to sustain the life situations. But in your prarabdha, it is written, you will have this kind of phobia. All these phobias are karaka of moon. I am repeating, all these phobias are karaka of moon and Rahu also. You can say Rahu is also phobia. But till then, if mental, somebody is not mentally sound, I mean psychologically precise, psychologically not sound, the two words mind and brain, brain is the hardware and mind is the software, the way of thinking, emotions are by moon. But this neurons, other things are sun and mercury, intelligence, those things. I am saying little things in between so that you will, in lieu of learning the main subject, you can also have some idea about the ancillary things too. So you have that phobia, it is promised in your horoscope, but you do this chanting, you will able to survive with that phobia. Similar as medicine. As I did my PhD in medical astrology, I always, not I, many astrologers compare astrology with medicine only. When you have a problem, you visit to the doctor. When you have again very serious problem, you visit to astrologer. Doctors prescribe medicines, astrologers prescribe remedies. So the remedies, the duty of remedies are that. So far result delivery is concerned. Suppose somebody is saying, sir, when shall I get a job? Is there any chance that I can get a job after 6 months or now after 3 months? Then you see the adequate planet's dasa is coming. But the planet is not strong enough to deliver the result, even if it is well posited in the chart. Well posited means I mean to say Trikona Kendra along with the house of 11th house. Because 11 nowadays you must consider 11th house is a good house. It is the house of gain. Any planet in the house, 11th house, is considered as to add or gain some significations. But anyway, if it is not strong in Sadabara, where I also always say that the strength of the planet should be seen on Sadabara, not strong, it will not able to deliver the result. So you go for some mantra, rudraksha, some gemstone, so that the chances of getting the result is increasing, not ensured, however. So that must be also said by the astrologer. You do this, this is the only solution. See, is astrology is absolutely right? Can you guarantee it? Can you write it in the court paper? Even if I do not do that, or any astrologer not capable of doing so, we don't have any other option. और कोई रास्ता है नहीं हमारे पास. This is the only way to know future. So fortunately we have a lot of possibilities of things are happening. Any people those who are visiting astrologers, those this so-called astrologer also, they can also say that predictions 80 to 90% they come true. How we must bow down to the rishis, those who have written the scriptures. They have prescribed the rules. We are applying the rules to the natal chart, and we are just predicting. We are not doing anything of our own. See, so if you do the remedies, then the chances of getting the result is more. It is increasing, even though not answer. So any astrologer prescribe, and by after performing the remedy, that person get the result. Sometimes they don't even get it, but not even this time. Maybe next time when the Antardasa Lord, the Pattantradasa Lord, the Sukmadasa Lord, they are making a good combination in the horoscope and they are friendly to each other. Then the delivery is also high. The result delivery. That's seen. That should be seen. Like the Antardasa Lord is Saturn. The Pattantradasa Lord is Mars. Fortification of result will be not that much because Saturn and Mars are inimical. But suppose it is Sun and Mars, then it is okay. Suppose in the next, after 6 months, similar combination is coming, and still you have the gemstone, Rudraksh, or you are doing that chanting, fasting, dana, whatever. So then the thing will happen. But you don't think that remedies are one time. You do it, things will happen, not happen. You will say, no, no. Today you visit one doctor for fever. Next day you visit him for, next day means after a few months. Maybe you visit him for allergy. Again, you may be visiting for some of your family disease, just like. So never go to an astrologer and say that you have visited an astrologer for your marital problem. He or she has suggested you remedy for marital problem only. Now you have problem in your workplace. Marriage is seen from the seventh house. Seventh lord is responsible for that primarily. Primarily means it's all, but till then little conditions to be seen, the karaka and other things. But till then, gemstones are prescribed in that. Gemstones are not the only, not at all the only remedies. I'm just giving an example because most of you are thinking that astrologers are giving gemstone remedies. So though I also give Rudraksh remedies. One day also I will make one video that how Rudraksh remedies work. Uh, so so it is your duty to revisit the astrologer frequently. Frequently means say it 6 months. This is not happening means again you go. You refer to the astrologer and say, sorry, we are saying these things and like this. And also the astrologers must say, must not over baffle views to the visitor. इससे पहन लो सब कुछ हो जाएगा. No, this is wrong guidance. Maybe if a very rare combination of planets, maybe one remedy can happen. Suppose it is a very good prarabdha, not very hazardous things are for that person. So maybe, but till then, remedies are also temporary, and you have to continue it. And expectations of remedies are like this: things will happen, but you will able to sustain those things if you do that remedy. If you don't do, you will not able to sustain. What if you will not able to sustain? Chances that you may go for one kind of committing suicide or thinking of that. Chances are there also you will behave like insane, not accepting the situation. So remedies, any form it may be, said form of puja, form of pouring gemstone, form of pouring rudraksh, form of doing fasting, form of doing donation, like dana. So dana and dharma, puja and donation, or combinedly together. They help you to sustain in your adversities. They never ever capable of keep adversities away from you. And that should not be because it is your destiny. If you are enjoying it, you must be prepared to suffer it. Oh, I'm a very good student. I'm a very good worker. I'm a very good businessman. Suddenly something happened and you lost one of your family members. Why are you so shocked? Destiny has given you many positives. Now it has done some negative. You have to accept it. But till then, I wish all of you live a long life, a valuable life also. Not only long, but some or some way a worthy life. Hmm? So I always say that जिंदगी बड़ी होनी चाहिए लंबी नहीं. That dialect from movie Anand. But anyway, so yeah, I made my point. You got it? What I'm saying? Remedies are prescribed after looking into chart for certain specific reason. There can be multiple remedies for multiple things. For job, one thing. For marriage, one thing. For children, one thing. For business, one thing. Of course, and you have to stick to the remedy. You see that, yeah, if I'll do this, then that will happen. How illogical! I cannot believe that, sir. You give me one gemstone, I'll become a police officer. Bloody hell! Am I making the destiny of people here? No, I'm just reading them. If you try for a government job, I am saying you that no chances of getting into government is not there. Then you stop spending money and time in that, and whichever there in destiny, work on that. But if you have decided to go for the government job, you should not visit any astrologer for verification. Now, how it's happening very strongly, I always say, if you're always in the path of war, then why are you worried? Let's see what the result is happening. But if you're planning to make some change in life, sir, whether engineering will be good for me, whether medical will be good for me, that kind of questions also come to many astrologers, including me. So there we suggest, okay, so the idea is if you see the things what is you going to enjoy or lose, you can condition your life in that fashion. That is the basic idea. Even if you do any remedy or don't do, if I can see that after 3 years something happen going to happen to my wife or to my father, so at least these 3 years I can live very happy days with my father. I cannot stop the death to reach my father. Death is super efficient. You cannot escape it. Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, I'm quoting his word. At least that I can do. Me and my father fight together. I'm just taking it as an example. I lost my father at the age of 4, by the way. Suppose you are fighting, but now you should stop doing that after you listening to that astrologer. No, your father has only 2 to 3 years to survive, so let's have some happy time. So, anyway, so that's all about the remedies. I say the lecture in a spanning way so that as well as getting some information, also you will able to draw some insight, which you can see from my speech, like a holistic view I give. Because I always say the purpose of making this video is to spread information. See, so if you want, you can contact me. My details are given in my channel's profile for more research. Those who are into love to discuss with me, we can go for a live session also on request if time permits. But primarily, I suggest that if you have some doubts on astrology, you don't have any reliance on astrology, you don't have any business with astrology, then it's okay. But you still have some doubts, please write to me. And apart from looking my videos, you also do your own research. Do not always think that what I am saying is 100% right. No, I would rather say that. You conduct your own research too. Mine is only an accelerator. Mine is just only an igniter for you. I am saying it for the astro students. So I made my point for today about the astro remedies. Upcoming days, I will come up with some more videos. I always say I never come prepared, but still I am looking at how can I finish, make a video of half an hour so that maximum information I can give it to you. Thanks for watching. If you not thanks, God bless you all. If you like it, you can subscribe it. You can hit the like button. If you dislike it, always welcome to write in the comment box where I'm making the mistakes. I will appreciate the negative comments more because if negative comments are sincerely given with an idea of improvement, that's actually helpful. So that's all for today. God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.